Hello everybody, and welcome back to the second episode of Let's Speedrun Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. So, on the last episode we got up to the entrance of Tail Cave. This time we're going to enter and defeat the dungeon. So, little comment here, when you walk into the dungeon, this text comes up, and you're not able to move while it's going. There's actually a little trick only in the DX version, not in the black and white version, that you can do to prevent that text from showing up. If you bring up your pause menu, it will not show up. So that's why I didn't re-equip my shield yet, is because it saves time, like barely, you know, a second or two, to just equip it like this. Oh, well, if you actually do it. I usually time it to the music. I just wait for the ba-da-da pause equip, so that's how I do it. Now first things first, go to the left, defeat these guys, get the key. Now move back here. Our first order of business it's a little different than the any percent route. Our first order of business is to go get the Rock's Feather, which is located right over here. And after that, we're going to save and quit and go back to the beginning of the dungeon. This room can be a little bit annoying because of how random the enemy movement patterns are. That was actually really good movement patterns, I just didn't do the spin attack correctly. So, coming up here, we're going to do a little bit of a damage boost, just like we did with the in the forest. We're just going to line ourselves up here, and that way we don't have to stop walking. So here you save and quit when you get the feather to save you a little bit of time. And now go over here, equipped the feather. Feather allows you to jump. Interesting thing about the feather is that diagonal movement is much faster than just walking. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, first things first, get this key, go to the left, and now here's where the 100% route in this dungeon differs a little bit. So first we kill this mini Moldorm, equip bow and arrow, or bombs and arrows. Now, an interesting thing about Link's Awakening is you can use bomb arrows, and you do that by hitting bombs and then immediately hitting arrows after that. What happens is you lay down a bomb, and as the bomb is being laid down, the arrow kind of intercepts it, and you create a bomb arrow. And the explosion is immediate upon impact, as opposed to having to wait to let the bomb explode. So it's pretty efficient, and these are also really, really powerful. So it's useful against some enemies and bosses. So that's what a bomb arrow looks like. You bomb out that wall, jump to the left, get your third secret seashell over here, walk to the right, get the rupees in this chest, jump over this guy, get this key, continue moving, and get the boss key. Or the nightmare key, I should say. So get that, save and quit. I think it's a little bit faster to save and quit than it is to walk back out. So that's something to keep in mind. Next is the mini-boss. The mini-boss can be pretty troublesome. However, in 100%, you already have the bow and arrows, which makes this guy a joke. Boom. Mini-boss is dead. It's really quite easy in 100%. You can choose not to, you can choose not to kill him with arrows if you want to conserve a couple arrows for later, because later in the run there's a point at which if you use this strategy to kill the mini-boss, you will have literally 0 arrows left. So if you want to play it safe, you can just choose to kill him with the sword. So here's the first boss, Moldorm. He can be a little bit tricky, but it's not that terribly difficult. It takes 4 hits with your sword or 2 spin attacks. So what I like to do is charge my sword, hit him like that, you jump over him and hit his tail like that, and boom. Pretty simple. So that is the first dungeon of Link's Awakening. So that is usually where the standard time to split is, as soon as you get the instrument. So yeah, that's the first dungeon down. In the next episode, I will be covering the travel in between the first dungeon and the entrance to the second dungeon. So until next time, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.